Hi everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ruler 2. I am Sir Tristan. In the last episode we expanded our empire a little bit. We set up some supercarbons to export to our home planet, built ourselves this awesome shipyard, and we started exporting our massive 30 labor per minute to our shipyard. So now we have this great place for building additional ships. We also talked about research quite a bit, and kind of all the different ways that can be useful to you. I still have some more research left to spend, and I don't think I'm researching anything right now. So let's take a look here. What's something that we can research? As you can see, this is actually, did I mention this last time? Wait a minute. Which ones have I researched already? Here we go. This kind of grayed out thing. Yeah. Anyway, permanently increases your budget income by 250k because it takes 1,000. Immediately gives you an extra 500k in special funds to spend. Business permanently increases your budget income by 150k. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Just straight up extra money. I kind of want to eventually get up. Wait, Mega City. I saw Mega Cities. I have them up here too. I guess there's multiple ways to get to the same one. Anyway, I kind of want to get to Ring Worlds just because it just seems really cool. But I also want to get down here to planetary thrusters, which also seem really cool. And I want to get down here to shields, which also seem really cool. So, increase all. I think I'll work my way down to the shield generator first. So let's see. Reduce the supply use of all flagship weapons by 20%, or just increase all armor. I think I'll do this. Increase all armor damage resistance by 25%. And then we'll get a permanent FTL increase. Cool. Let's go back to our diplomacy. We still have this. Is this a new one? Is this the existing one? Zeitgeist Corporation. Oh yes, this is the one that I voted against. That's right, because this would give everyone basically that they're not at war with vision over all the others, and I really don't want that right now. I don't think that's useful or helpful at all. So I think what I'm going to do, now that we've set up our research, is I'm actually going to transfer my extra budget money. I'm not going to get any this time because I need 350k to cycle over. But I think what I will do is convert into power, because there's a few things with power that I want to do just to show you guys kind of how power works. And so I can go ahead and use some of these special things here. I think that I'm still gaining some research on my own anyway, right? 1.8, although that's probably going to still be a... Well, no, that's actually not true. Let's see. Can I... Let me go to my planets. Yeah, so I'm generating 2 research, I think. Actually, we can go to pressure and just see. Oh, no, we can't. There we go. I knew one of these tabs would do it. So I'm generating 4 pressure here and 1 here. So 5 total. So research is not really going to be an issue for me, I don't think. As you can see, I've got a good chunk of the galaxy explored. My 2... I used to have 3, I think, but one of my scout ships has met an untimely end. I did find the wormhole here, which is good. I'm still pretty upset that I have got this random backdoor to my system I'm going to have to deal with. But that's okay, we'll deal with it. So what's next? Let's see. I've got supercarbons transferred up to my home planet. To make this a level 3, I still need 1 tier 1 and a food. So far for food, I've got grain and meat. So I have fish already. Really? I'm surprised I don't have fish here. Alright, well let's import fish. Right? Cool. So now I just need a tier 1 tier 1 resource. So let's look around. By the way, I can't believe I haven't mentioned this yet, but this white border here represents my ability to colonize. So if I wanted to just throw a colony ship out here, I cannot do it. It has to be within this white border here. And I guess that's just to represent how far your colony ships can travel, I suppose. Anyway, let's look for a tier 1 resource. This is already being exported, right? Somewhere. Sorry, it's been a couple days since I've played, so I'm trying to... Yeah, that's right. It's being exported here to Dare 1 to level up this planet. I'm trying to remember, you know, kind of get back into the swing of things. So, unfortunately, I don't really have many tier 1 resources in this area, do I? In fact, I have none. I have no tier 1 resources. So I think I'm gonna have to colonize here, and then here, Silo Star, or the Silo system. And remember, this is kind of where I wanted to go anyway, as it is kind of the gateway. I thought that it was going to be Curie here, but it's actually going to be Siloa, since this what's the name of it? Hayal will actually lead to 3 separate areas. So, let's do this. I have Oompa 1, which has Phasite. Phasite can create research pressure without any upgrades whatsoever. It just has it automatically. It doesn't require a certain planet level to export like most of these other places do. And this will adds 1 research production per 5 billion population. So it makes sense just to colonize this straight up. I think that's what I do. Speed up time. Who's colonizing? There we go. And you know, I'm playing a little inefficiently. Obviously, speeding up time and things when there could be other things that I could be doing. How's this? This actually failed, right? Yeah, it was rejected. Good. Anyway, I'm speeding up time just to get certain things done when I could be min-maxing and playing much better and building fleets and paying attention to so many other things. The reason why I'm not doing that is, one, I'm still learning. I don't want to overwhelm myself, basically, with trying to be the perfect player. You know, I'm playing against, I think, 4 other normal AI, and if they stomp me my first game, that's kind of okay. Something tells me we're probably going to have a long, protracted fight, however, which is kind of cool, I think, if I don't play perfectly. So I think that's kind of good. So let's go ahead and we've got this planet colonized, which is good. And now, as you'll see, my colonization range has been increased as well. So I want to immediately colonize Siloa 3. So we're going to colonize here. And we're going to need a, let's see, to level this up we'll need 1 water and 1 food. And we have extra foods right here. I actually don't want to use this fruit, I don't think, because... yeah, I can use fruit to eventually level this up again. So I will colonize this meat. Queue up the export here. There we go. However, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe I should just create a few extra fleets, yeah? Just in case. Just in case. Where's my home planet? There it is. So I got my shipyard. I'm going to pause the game real quick. Get another heavy carrier. I think we'll just go ahead and spend everything from this whole budget. Oh, okay, well, looks like I can't get that much. But I'm going to leave the heavy gunship out. Let's see. Alright, that seems to be it for this particular budget cycle, which is fine. Looks like we got another Zeitgeist here. Zeitgeist art. While this Zeitgeist is active, all empires will be able to construct museums on their planets. Museums cost labor to construct, but give an instant bonus 10 influence when constructed. If the vote passes, the most supportive empire will receive 20% influence generation while the Zeitgeist is active. I wonder what a museum will cost. Ooh, look at this. If the vote fails, the most opposing empire will receive an instant bonus of 800 research. It's pretty good. Pretty good. However, I don't really have anything to play, and I don't have any influence to buy cards to play. And somebody's already negotiated against, so I think I'm just going to let that go. Yeah, I think I'm just going to let that go. So we got our shipyard, building our heavy carrier. That's good. We're actually going into the negative a little bit here. Ships are costing a lot. Actually, wait, these numbers don't line up. Interesting, the UI is actually a little off here. So construction's costing me 314, orbitals, buildings, ships, planet upkeep is costing a lot. Quite a bit. And the colonizers are costing some as well. But we did kind of know going in, right? Income. Yeah, all of our tier 1 planets that are required to level these up just take quite a bit of money. It's unfortunate. But that's all we can do with it. Just gotta deal with it. Alright, let's take a look at this Oompa. Should I be exporting this? I actually can't even handle the pressure here. So why don't I do this? Why don't I just make this a level 1 planet so it can handle its own research pressure? Because right now I can't do anything with it. It's just losing money. Or sorry, it's not losing money. Well, it is losing money, but it's just this 2 pressure just going to waste. So what I can do is I can colonize this. I want to leave this salt open for the future for my home planet, but I will colonize and export to here. And I think I'll go ahead now and talk about energy. I mentioned it very briefly in the beginning, maybe in the first episode, the tutorial-ish episode. But energy is used to activate all of these, what they call them, artifacts. Every single system, or almost every single system, has an artifact that it can use, and it just uses this global energy to do it. One awesome example is actually right here. Comet. Generate water adds a water resource to the targeted planet. The water cannot be exported or bound to other waters. The energy cost is 500. I have 689, so it seems perfect. Especially, that means I don't have to colonize another planet. I don't have to throw 80k out the window to colonize another planet just to export that to Oompa 1. So that's actually really useful. What are some other things? Equip command computer. Expand the target fleet's support capacity by 300. An equipped flagship has a high chance to drop the computer when destroyed. Another basically 5 energy cost artifact that will just, I can equip on any one of my fleets, which are, where are they right now? They're right here right now. And remember, supply, if you double click, is shown over here. And actually both of these are kind of low on supply. So I think maybe what I'll do is I'll fly both of these back to my home system, and I'll resupply them there. Anyway, I kind of looked at some of these before, but here's another interesting one. An orbital frame constructor. You can construct any other orbital on top of an orbital frame to replace it. Orbitals constructed on top of frames have a 50% reduced build cost and labor cost, and do not suffer from build distance labor penalties. Apparently there's some penalty for building things far away, which, I mean, it makes sense, right? So yeah, this would be super useful if I didn't have money or didn't have labor to spare. I could, and I did have energy to spare, I could drop this on an important location, build an orbital for much cheaper. But I think the one that I will use is the Comet. So again, bottom right corner, it's only generating phasite. Meat will be coming in soon. I will use the Comet. So I lost the energy up there, but it now has a water source just intrinsically, just built into it now. And as you can see, that went away in the available artifacts. Oh, cool. So yeah, there's actually this option here to show all these different little pop-outs. That's pretty cool. Pressure over capacity, where? Go here. What? Oh, right. That's something I didn't think about. I've actually exported too many people, I think. Yeah, I need to get back up to 8K. I mean 8 billion before this goes back up, I think. Uh-oh. I'm in this huge negative. I probably expanded too quickly. That's probably my problem. I made contact with the Terracan Dominion and the Federated Saar. Cool. So as you can see, I'm starting to kind of learn about other races. My third fleet is done. Just move it here. It showed a pop-up showing that one of the other races used one of their cards. I'm still sending troop. I'm still sending. Yeah, that was actually a big mistake. Big mistake. So that's good to know. You really need to slow. You need to have slow, consistent colonization. So I'm just sitting in the negative and can't do anything about it. Very unfortunate. So I got my phasite now, or I got my Oompa 1 to level 1. Just speeding up time here so it gains population. Look back at my home planet. Is there something else happening that's preventing me from... Maybe I just can't afford colony ships. Maybe that's been the problem. Debt growth penalty. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I do wish that it would show, like, my combined income and my combined, you know, budget, my combined positives, my combined negatives. That'd be a little helpful too, I think. But obviously the breakdown is necessary as well. Seems like the majority of money will almost always go to planetary upkeep. Although look at that, I'm spending 900k on ships, and what am I doing with them? Nothing. Okay, ships. Time to get out there and do something. Debris fields. Where are remnants? Here. Oh, crap. That's why. Alright. This place keeps having to send all these brave colonists, just... Even though their fellow colonists are getting wiped out by the dozen. I mean, by the dozens. By the hundreds of thousands. They're still just... so faithful. So good. Alright, ships, get out there. This is my problem with not having a slipstream generator on hand. In fact, that probably would be even faster. I'm going to build one. It's going to take a bit from my next month's budget, but I don't care. Can I even slipstream that far? Oh well. Let's see, this planet is still over its capacity. Why? It just doesn't have enough people yet. It just needs a bit more people. Yes? No, still under. I wonder why. I wonder why it's under. The higher a planet's population, the higher its pressure capacity. Alright, well, so why don't I just do this then? That was a mistake. I should not have done that. This has extra, so let's just export this phasite to my Dare planet. How's that? Let's take a look at it. Dare 1, 6 out of 8. The phasite. Cool. So it should get... Looks like it may not need... Oh, it is building additional buildings. Okay. I wish I could easily see the pressure breakdown as well. Like if I mouse over here, it should be like 4 research pressure, 3 money pressure, or whatever. Just so I could see it. Okay, you get over there. Is my slipstream ship done? Not you. Oh yeah, it is. What is this? Oh, I had 2? Oh well. Might have told him to build 2. Alright. So if you want to slipstream, can you go that far? Wow, barely. Or almost. Barely cannot make it. Alright, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. This will probably just be faster. as well do something with these ships while I'm waiting, right? Alright, we got a slipstream open. I'm actually going to go ahead and send this one through, I think, as well. But if we just right-click now, here, no. Warp through, no. I want to warp through this one. Warp through. And then, can I hold shift? Doesn't seem like can I queue up movement? Wait, was this going to work all along? Was I just being dumb? No. No, I did need to queue it up. I'm just going to tell him to warp through. Whatever. Then I'll just tell this one to warp through as well. And then I'll leave this one just on the edge of the system. Actually, I want it to be on this edge of the system. A civilian trade station. Cool. That's one thing I actually don't really know much about yet, is all this civilian caravans and civilian trade and all that stuff. It's definitely important, but I don't really know. Treaty of Dare is up. Where is it? Treaties. Alright, so it's an invitation for me by the Hunan hegemony to sign. All empires that have signed this treaty will share intelligence, giving each other vision over their fleets and planets. For how long? Is there a set time limit? It doesn't look like there's a set time limit right now. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, looks like I can abandon it. Cool. So now I should be able to see. Oh wow. Okay, well they're a good deal more expanded than I am, aren't they? Wow, it's a level 4 planet? Okay, so maybe I'm not in as good a spot as I was hoping. Alright, anyway. Let's get our fleets here. Looks like the colony ships will actually use them too. That's pretty great. Where'd the other... Did they all go through? I'm looking for the other slipstream ship. I can't see it. There's also actually no... Here's another Zeitgeist Zealotry. It's being voted against anyway. I have enough for more research, so let's go ahead and take a look. Remember, I'm trying to get down to shield generator. So, increase all armor or FTL tuning. Increase Empire FTL income by 5. By 0.5 each second. Which seems pretty good. That'll basically give me 15% or 50% more generation. And I'm just gonna have to keep slipstream ships just kind of around the area, basically. Around the different systems, just to use it better. But 30% health on all I wonder if this is retroactively applying to existing systems, or if it's just when I build new things. I don't actually know. Anyway, let's do armor for now since I'm about to go into battle. Well, I'm probably going to go into battle before it matters, but that's okay. Still, oh yeah, this is the Zeitgeist Zealotry. That's right. We've already had one of those before, so that's fine. Can I look at all of my ships somewhere? Doesn't look like it. I'm really just not sure where my other slipstream ship got off to. There is that. There it is. There it is. I'll move him right there. Then we'll fly these 3 in. Alright, how much is this level 1 planet making now? It's actually making 80k. So it's basically just offsetting this one. That's unfortunate. It's got 3 population, making 80k. Alright, here we go. Got some big combat about to happen right in orbit of Siloa 2. Go attack! You too. Attack. Bam, just decimating them. Alright, looks like they're completely destroyed offensively. They have no offensive power, so now we're just kind of cleaning up the small ships that are out of ammo. Perfect. Alright, do we have any more in our systems? Looks like we're good. Nope. Never mind. Attack. Alright. So we need 1 water. We're still sitting at negative 5k for this budget cycle. So maybe I won't do anything until this cycle's over. Extra plating is almost finished. I don't think it's going to matter for this battle, though. It actually might. I wonder if it does. I'm not sure if it affects hit points or anything. 2.8k. So when this finishes, will that go up? Again, I'm just not sure if it applies retroactively or not. So many little missiles and things flying back and forth, lasers. 2.8, 2.8. So maybe it doesn't. It doesn't apply retroactively, which is fine. We have an additional water here. I think in 30 seconds when my budget cycle flips over, I'm going to go ahead and colonize that. It seems like I need to be making more. Well, so the problem is I don't really have many tier 1 resources to tap into. I've got this one, oil. I guess I could colonize this. But let's see. This one is, I'm losing 80k here, 80k here. Let's see. So I'm sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the, okay, let's go ahead and colonize. I'm just trying to figure out how to best create a positive budget. Other than just not, I mean, planetary upkeep is the huge one. That and ships is actually pretty big too. 977k. Buildings, orbitals, and colonizers are really small. I'm basically gaining 0 energy, by the way, because I'm not over my 350 anymore. Which, what can you do? Alright, I think I will fly these guys back home so they can reinforce. Like that. Alright, I'm going to look once more. Looks like the game's actually paused here, but just look at this income real fast. This is only making 37k now. It actually went down. So I'm actually losing money in this setup here. Biltree is making 250. So I'm clearly making, what, 90k here in this little setup of Biltree. And then it's at 725k. Yeah, that's making a ton. DR1 is by far obviously my most profitable planet because of the money pressure that's getting exported here from the electronics. Note to self, electronics, very important. Here's another level 1. Well, how did I miss this? Huh. I just straight up missed it. Oh well. Alright, so they're going to fly back all slow. Go to research. Increased weapon range could be good. New system, cloaking mesh. Fully covering a ship in a mesh of hyper-absorbent material allows it to avoid detection. Oh, that's right. When activated, fleet cannot be seen from a distance. Cloak slowly drains the energy. Could be pretty cool. Kind of sneak in some fleets into their backyard or something. Actually, wait, don't. Again, I keep making this. I keep making this mistake. Let's slipstream back. you guys come back. No, momentum. No. Planet upkeep went up to 1.4. But this water's done. I'm going to export water to Siloa 3, which is good. And I think I'm just going to keep this explosives defensive pressure here. Remember that defensive pressure will actually generate support ships in this system, or in this, around this planet, and they'll automatically defend for us. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I'm just not generating enough defense. Waiting for this pressure to start building. Let's speed up the game a little bit. Oh. Okay, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. You guys warp through. The Federated Sa'ar have activated the core of the Revenant. I have no idea what that does. Oh. Oh my. That's cool looking. That's a cool looking screenshot too. If only it didn't have all these weird goofy things in the back and all these lines. As far as I know, you can't turn them off. I'd love if you could just turn off the UI, as well as all these things, kind of get it down to just the in-game. Oh, look at that. Wow, their empires actually overlapping each other. That's awkward. I bet they're not. But they're not friends. Look at that. Now I'm back up to 280k. So what changed? My planet upkeep went down. My ship upkeep went down. I'm no longer creating colonists. So I'm actually generating now. That's kind of cool. Jump through before it's too late. Okay, good. Still 3 out of 1. One base is creating 1 pressure. So this thing is going to start... Yeah, so there you go. So there's a good example. It's going to start generating support ships. I don't know what the support capacity is for planets. I'm not sure. Zeitgeist power. If the vote passes, the energy generation rate of all empires will be increased by 25. And all empires will be able to create solar energy, or solar engine orbitals, to generate more energy. That's pretty cool. I kind of wish that would pass, but I guess not. Got more research, so let's, do we just do cloaking mesh? It's the fastest way to get to shield generator. I guess we do. What's the next one? Increase all subsystem health by 10%. Alright. Well, now that these ships are back, where are they? Are they all stacked on top of each other? I guess they are. I kind of wanted to resupply them, but 109k, wow. Maybe I don't. Maybe I just leave them here. I need some money, right, to continue to build up. So, Their diplomacy just happened. The Hunan hegemony host United Research Center. By hosting the Senate's United Research Center on one of our worlds, we can reap the benefits of shared information. If the vote started by this action passes, the target planet will become host for a United Research Center. This adds bonus research generation to the planet based on its level, and increases the rate at which you gain random insights. Every time a different site is selected, the cost of this card and its research generation increases. So you gain extra research. Looks like it's still 4 against. Everybody just hates everything else that people try to submit. So what are these? Some of these tier 2. Energy pressure and... Oh right, money. Ooh, this is actually pretty good. Money and influence. Oh, we had another one pop up. The Hunan hegemony added 4 to support, so it's going to win currently. Nope, Terrakin just shot it back down. So I think I want to perhaps try to get Dare 4 up and running. Because again, all that extra money pressure is just really, really good. But I don't, the only tier 1 I have, no, that's not true. I have another tier 1 here. Plastics. So I think that's the next, that'd be a good goal. I want to leave this explosives here. I want to level up this planet so it can use all its pressure, so it generate more ships. But I want to leave this here, because this is going to be my defensive system. I think that's how that works. I really don't know if they can just tell a ship to fly from here to here. If they can, that kind of sucks. I guess it makes sense. Hang on, let me just test it. If I just tell my ship, this is my scout ship, hey, fly here, he can. Alright. So, that's not going to work like I was hoping. Alright, go back to auto exploring. That's not going to work like I was hoping. But you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode here. I think I've done a good amount. I've kind of seen how dangerous the galaxy is going to be. These guys, especially purple. Who's purple? The Terrakin Directorate. They're going to be pretty dangerous. They look pretty big. These guys are probably going to be fighting before too long if they're not already fighting. However, there's a huge swath of the galaxy still available. So I think I'm going to try to capitalize on that. But my idea of slowly kind of fighting my way forward using defensive positions is not really going to work, because they can just right-click on my planets and say, hey, fly there. Anyway, I think in the next episode we'll try to maybe create some ship designs. Maybe kind of get into that system a little bit. See what else we can do with that, and we'll just keep expanding. I think we got a pretty good fleet. Only because our fleet costs as much as it looks like it costs more than the upkeep of every planet that we have, which doesn't seem quite right, but who knows? And I'm probably going to try to get Dare 4 to level 2, or to level 2, yeah, to level 2 as well, to get that 5 money pressure. Seems really good. Anyway, thanks guys so much for joining me for this episode. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time.